Hello, happy Erev Shabbos to my dear Holy Homes sisters. Just a quick message that we can take with us into Shabbos. We're still in the introduction stages of our second cycle of Taharat Hamishpacha, and I wanted to ask a question about the title of the mitzvah, Taharat Hamishpacha. Why is it about family purity? This is me. It's about my cycle. It's about my purity. It should be called Taharas Ha'isha. But yet it's not. It's called Taharat Hamishpacha. And I think the reason for that is because, yes, I'm the one who is actually affected by the cycle. I am the one who becomes Tahora or the one who is not Tahora. But by me keeping that mitzvah, it actually has an effect on the entire family. It brings purity and it brings Kedusha into the home that affects me, my husband, my children, and into our entire home. Now, in last year's Hakdama, I spoke about Tuma and Tahara as being the sources and the forces of life and a loss of life or a lack of life in this world. And the greatest source of purity is life. The greatest source of impurity is a lack of life or a loss of life. And I explained how that is not only regarding our physical or spiritual state regarding Nida, but this has to do with life in general. Creating life is creating purity, and stifling life or stagnating life is creating impurity. And that doesn't just mean birthing a child and bringing actual life into this world, but it means every time we say something to build up another person, we're creating life. Every time we give chiyos to someone, we create their life. And every time we do the opposite, every time we make somebody feel down or we make somebody feel bad about themselves, we stagnate their life and their growth, and we create a lack of life or a loss of life. And we have the power to bring so much purity into this world. We have the power to bring so much purity into our homes. And that's why it's called Taharat Hamishpacha, even though the mitzvah is really just on me, because it's not just affecting me. Every time I treat somebody with respect in my home, every time I create purity in some way, and every time I keep the mitzvah of Taharat Hamishpacha, I am creating life, I am creating vitality and positive energy, and we bring so much bracha into our home that affects our entire family. And perhaps this is why in the beautiful poem of Eishes Chayil, when our husbands express their admiration for their incredible women of valor, their wives, and it's about the characteristics of this Jewish woman and the relationship she has with her husband, he says, Batach ba lev ba'ala. He trusts her deep in his heart. He trusts his wife. What is he trusting her about? He trusts that she is going to be responsible to bring Kedusha into this home through keeping Taharat Hamishpacha, because this is a mitzvah that nobody else knows about. Nobody knows when I become a Nida except for me. Nobody knows when I am Tahora except for me. My husband has to trust me when I tell him that I am Tahora and when I am not Tahora. So we, ladies, are the ones who have that power of bringing that purity and that Kedusha into our homes that will affect the entire family. Have the most beautiful Shabbos, and I will see you next week, Be'ezus Hashem.